man.
Well, Guy, let me ask you this then. Why are you giving Josh Allen the pass for the completion percentage being under 60? I'm just curious.
I'm actually not. I'm not. I mean, that was really just one of the things where I watched a lot of Allen tape. And quite honestly, the other part, a lot of his throws were down the field. Wyoming, they really threw the ball deep. They threw it out. They threw it a lot over the Dak Prescott 20-yard range, right? And so that was another part. I do know that the Florida playbook isn't as gung-ho and deep and down the field as the Wyoming playbook during Allen's time. So that is a slight exception, but I still don't like it. And again, I've been consistent all along I have fallen for too many quarterbacks who I thought didn't matter because they didn't have the 60% completion percentage, and I'm not having it anymore. I'm just not going for it.
Look, nobody has had the athleticism, the dual threat ability that Anthony Richardson's had. And honestly, man, Josh Allen coming out was a much worse prospect than Richardson. Like, he did nothing. He didn't impress me in college. There was not a game I could turn to. Like, there was never a moment where I went, wow, that guy is a fantastic quarterback prospect. Anthony Richardson has some flashes on a week-to-week basis of what he can become. And it's just, I don't get it, man. I don't get why we hyped up Allen. Yeah, it's worked out to an extent, right? I mean, now we're starting to have a little buyer's remorse. Well, if you're in Buffalo and you're not winning the big one and everyone around you is.
Stop you there. I know exactly what it is. And it's the fact that Allen at least came out after his junior year. Again, I've been very consistent. And you know me, I'm a numbers guy. I'm a data guy. This is what I do. I just don't have the right sample size for Richardson. All right, he's coming out after his sophomore season. 1 year of essentially starting the whole season. It's just not enough, all right? And I think this is it. Quite honestly, look, this reminds me of when the NFL fans, anyone and everyone, fell in love with Carson Wentz after his first season, man. And then what happened? He couldn't perform, all right? And now Carson Wentz is still somehow barely surviving in the league, but it's not what was promised. That's Richardson. Come on, man. He's out of the league within 7 years.
Interesting, Goggin. Well, 7 years is a long career. That'd mean he'd be 28 and he'd be out of the league. So let me just throw this out here real quick.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt there, and I do believe also because he is very young, I think teams will be very patient with him. That's also it.
So let me ask you this. Your argument is the completion percentage. That's your big reason for why you do not like this guy. It's under the 60%. I get it.
Well,
but Josh Allen.
He lost to awful
Lamar
teams.
Jackson.
He lost to awful teams for it. Come on. I mean, I can't excuse that.
So did Josh Allen. So did Lamar Jackson.
Josh Allen didn't even play in the SEC, though.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. He lost to lower level talent.
He had lower level talent. This guy has the speed state. I don't know if you know this.
Do you know about that Florida roster, man?
Florida is known as the speed state. All right. Again, you're only saying this about Florida because you're used to the Tim Tebow days with Urban Meyer. This is no longer the case. The SEC has more parity. All right. The teams are better. Before, he lost to Vanderbilt, lost to Florida State. Come on, man. Lost to Tennessee. Lost to Kentucky.
Florida State was 16th in the nation.
Kentucky.
Absolutely. Hey, look, Florida, I don't know what Florida film you've been watching recently, man, but Florida is not they don't have a ton of talent. Just being honest with you, man. Everyone in that state is going back to Florida State.
Oh, all right.
You look at it, man. Look at it. I mean, it's just the truth. I mean, I get it. But Lamar Jackson, same situation. He didn't sniff 60% in college, man. And he
was too busy running and winning the Heisman. Did Mr. Richardson win the Heisman or get even close to it? No, he did not. All right.
Because he's coming out, man. Because he's ready. Man. And he's already a first round
pick. Let's get on to the next topic. I think we can go back and